what's up guys? Sean back with another video, and I'm doing another Scamfish one. Victim sells her home to help romance scammer. And I don't know how you fall into that kind of trap. I mean, I get that they're lonely or something like that, but selling your house for somebody you've never even met just seems friggin' wild. Like, how do you literally get effed out of the house and home? That guy must have like the magic stick for real. I don't know where he was getting these D pics or whatever, but she fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. And I'm curious to see how she got roped into it this bad. I don't know how you friggin' do that. It's crazy to me.
Said he wanted to marry me and even had me going looking for houses. And I was sending him pictures of the houses that I looked at. He just constantly tells me he loves me.
Oh my God.
He can't, FaceTime me.
Did she get love bombed by the ShamWow guy? Didn't that guy get arrested for beating up hookers?
Or anything like that. But yet he'll ask for $200 a month for his proposal that he has to work on. Well, we only talked about it once. Asked me what my ring size was.
About the same size as my hole. Go ahead and stick it there, buddy. Like, cause he's screwing her already. How do you fall for that?
So when he got done with training, he was wanting to marry me. I'm used to, being with someone 41 years being with my husband, then I don't have nobody. And then I guess I was just like that song that goes looking for love in all the wrong places. That was me.
I mean, but 41 years is a long time. So she was married all them years. She probably didn't think that there was people like that out there nowadays. But if you're on the internet, it is a wild place. You never know what you're going to get out there.
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com.
If Tyler is real, I'll be very happy. Very, very happy. Be ecstatic.
On today's episode, we speak to a woman named Debra about her online relationship with a man named Tyler.
I feel bad for her though, because I mean, 41 years, let's say she got married straight out of high school, right? So she's probably in her 60s. So she's probably like either freshly divorced or widowed. And she thinks she's going to find some guy on the internet. It's this nice guy. And he's instantly asking, what's your ring size? What's this? She probably thinks this dude's going to come save me. Little does she know, it's like some creepy Nigerian or Indian guy in their basement just sitting there talking to like 50 girls. I love you. I love you. Like,
the two met on a dating app and hit it off right away. Debra was blown away by how much she had in common with Tyler. The issue is they have never met in person. She's been sending portions of her check to this man for about a year now, and she's having doubts about him being truthful about who he claims to be. This isn't the first time Debra has sent money to a man online.
oh my God. Now I don't feel bad for her. Not no more, because she's done it before. She knows. Look, sis, you've done picked up on the game. You know half the time these people are not who they say they are. I can't believe that catfishing is such like a prevalent thing nowadays, but it's insane. That's the world we live in.
She was scammed out of $50,000 and even sold her home for another man named Jason prior to meeting Tyler. Let's see if we can help this woman out and figure out why she's sending all of this money to these men. Real
Isn't
quick,
that the
guys,
same guy?
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
I'm Debra Justice. I'm a widow. I'm usually quiet, shy. My husband used to tell me that I'm a dreamer, that I live in a fantasy world.
Okay, she's widowed. I feel for her because she's probably not used to it. I don't know. I know a lot of like the elderly generation that's like, they were used to being cared for. It's a different climate nowadays. Like, women do just as much as men nowadays, so maybe she's from that older generation where it just wasn't like that. And here comes this guy, I'm going to save you, not knowing that he's planning just to stab you in the back.
And I guess I kind of do. Always want to see the good in everybody. My
I'm
husband
jaded.
passed away in 2020. We was young too when we got married. We was just in our teens. I was 18 and he was 17. He had to have his mom sign for him. We was married for 41 years.
It's crazy to me that people got married that young. And also, he had a freaking killer hat on, man. I gotta get me one of them.
He passed away right before our 41st anniversary. I miss him a lot. He was my teddy bear. That's what I always called him, my teddy bear.
Debra's husband passed away with congested heart failure in July of 2020. After 41 years of marriage, she was left alone. She received a friend request from a man named Jason, and the two...
Here comes ShamWow guy, ready to give her a sticky. You guys remember that thing, the sticky that was supposed to... you probably don't.
Casually started communicating through text.
I'm used to, being with someone 41 years being with my husband, then I don't have nobody. And then I guess I was just like that song that goes looking for love in all the wrong places. That was me. And, and I start talking with him. It just went from there.
I mean, more like you give love a bad name. For him, not you. You're just a dreamer, like your husband said. She bought into the fantasy. I really... I want to be mad at her because she did it before, but I can't because she's 41 years and then a widow. So I can't put it on her. It's going to be all on these people that did this to her. But at some point, you got to smarten up, sis. Come on.
He said he was in the Army. Said he was in Afghanistan then.
Debra and Jason
General
talked
Gooch.
every day for weeks. She was so excited to have met this man. But things quickly changed when Jason claimed he couldn't access his bank account from Afghanistan and needed to get back to the United States.
Yeah, he did show me a bank account that was supposed to be his, and he had a link and told me to look. I went ahead and I clicked on that link. It went to it. It even had the picture.
I don't click links that I don't know generally because they're always trying to steal your information anymore. That was dangerous just right there.
For his picture at the top, and then it had the amount, but it was in the millions.
He won the Mega Millions. I just bought that today. I'm going to be the next Mega Millionaire.
I mean, he had a lot of money in there.
Maybe
he had
pesos.
2 twin daughters, and he needed a way to get home. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to give you the money? He had me send it to his caregiver that was keeping his 2 girls.
Oh my God, what do you do? Oh, I don't want to be mad at her. And I know this isn't the real guy doing it. The sad part is it's probably a guy half that man's age and looks nothing like him. But the fact that she believes that guy had kids that young, that would have set off red flags for me. Unless this man's got a stock of them little blue pills, I don't know.
There was only 2 wire transfers, one for $7,000 and one for $5,000, and the rest of it was bitcoins, mostly bitcoins. He had me going to the store and just send it to his wallet. Said he wanted to marry me and even had me going looking for houses. God. And I was sending him pictures of...
I've known a guy that did that before. Had no damn money and had his girl out looking for houses. Could you imagine the letdown when you realize, you guys can't get a Motel 6, let alone a damn house?
The houses that I looked at. I did put in a complaint to the FBI, too, about Jason, but I ain't heard nothing.
Debra is aware that Jason was scamming her. She even filed a report with the FBI. But a few weeks later, she went back on a dating app and was contacted by another man.
After Jason, I was basically about to give up, and then I'm like, well, I'll just go on a dating site and check it out. And
does she have glitter on her eyebrow? I swear I saw glitter. You think she's been at the strip club? Granny gets it in.
So I did. His name is Tyler Teeman or Teamy. Just hi, how are you? And
I
he's
love
got
you.
dark hair, very good looking.
Is that the
He's
same
got
guy?
a tattoo on his left side. He just turned 59. He's got 2 boys. One just graduated. The other is 15 years old.
What is it with these scammers that always try to play on your sympathy? Like, look, I have kids. I mean, I get it. That's a quick way to get money, but it's just sad that they would use kids like that. You know you don't have the kids, but still, using kids as like, hey, give me money, I need it.
He wanted to go to WhatsApp and get off the dating site. I let him know off the get-go, look, I've been scammed, so if you're a scammer, better go the other way. And then that's when he told me about him being scammed and how much money he gave to some woman to.
If you say, I have also been, and you don't, like, your English is messed up, red flag, that's a scammer. I mean, when I was talking to friggin' Katy Perry the other day, their English was all broken. I knew what was up. It was fun, though. I almost had another one. Somebody messaged me. I thought I had Avril Lavigne this time, but it was just a fan page of Avril Lavigne.
Put down on a house or whatever, I don't know, it just went from there. He said he's glad that I'm coming on this show. I even told him about it, but he don't know that I'm talking about him, though.
Debra and Tyler had a lot in common. Both were widowed and enjoyed outdoor activities. The fact that Tyler claimed he had also been in a scam built their bond even further.
We had talked about fishing because I guess because I'm a country girl, like,
Oh, yeah, he's a master angler. You didn't know? He was on the Major League Fishing Tour. They always have to one-up you, too. Like, that's annoying.
go fishing, and he likes to fish, so we always thought about going fishing. Said he wants to take me to where the water's so blue you can see all the fish. But I told him, I said, I don't even have a passport.
Me either.
He constantly asks us how everyone in the family's doing, and my mom, because I care for her. He's always saying how much he loves me and misses me. And he is gorgeous.
I love you. Send money. Like, how do you get from I love you to send money so quick? Because the conversations can't be going that. I don't know. You guys think they play the long game? It's sad. What if they did this for months before they asked for money? I feel like they ask right away, though.
That he is. I don't know. He just makes me feel wanted. I have 3 photos of Tyler. One of
That's
him
it?
where he's fishing and he's trying to unhook a fish.
Yeah.
One of him and someone else, and it looks like they got a drink in their hand. And then him and another guy that's supposed to be in training where he's at.
Yeah, she wants to go fishing, all right. She wants to wrangle this dude's worm.
He just constantly tells me he loves me. I haven't video chat him or talk to him on the phone. He'll text on his break, and it's very quick, and then that's it. He says he's a professional and licensed surveillance expert.
Professional at scamming people named Debra. Should have said that.
For the Department of Defense, and that he's just in training, because I told him, I said, well, you're too old to be in training. And he said it's not that kind of training, so he's in training in Fresno, California right now. And he said that's why he can't, FaceTime me or anything like that. But yet he'll ask for $200 a month for his proposal that he has to work on.
Tyler needed money from Debra for what he called his proposal. Debra has essentially been on a payment plan to help pay for this.
Oh my god, what? You're basically probably paying this dude's internet so he could scam a bunch of other women. That's so ridiculous. Why would you give a man a monthly, allowance for him and you've never seen him? I get she's lonely, but why are you doing that to yourself?
Tyler claims he has to pay all the fees to help him get out of training so they can get married.
Yeah, I send the money every time I get my check. Well, we only talked about it once. Asked me what my ring size was. He said when he got done with training, he was wanting to marry me. I feel like he really loves me, and I feel the same about him.
The amount of
Bro, I think if I was really into the scam this deep, I'm 100% buying you some fake cubic zirconium, whatever, and sending you that thing. I'm going to really ham it up, but they probably don't even want to go that far.
money she has sent both of these men has left Debra's bank account empty. Yet, she's still optimistic about Tyler being real and looks forward to marrying him.
Why?
Well, sending all this money has affected me financially. I just had to get me a vehicle, and I'm having to make payments when, if I hadn't sent all that money, I could have went out and got me a brand new vehicle and wouldn't have to buy a 2010 and not even know how long that one's going to last.
So how long you been sending $200 then? Because didn't she say she did a wire transfer at first? Why? She's lonely, I get it, but why? Find a nice guy around you, like.
Asked me. Could have done had me a brand new car or a home, because I got rid of my home because of Jason. Jason didn't just get life insurance from me. I sold my property and my home to give to him.
So wait, the money that your husband had in life insurance that went to you when he passed, you gave to some random... Oh my god. And then your house? What the hell, man? How much... I mean, do you think she had like an expensive house? Because this dude could have walked with like $500,000. I don't gotta win the Mega Millions if I find me a Debra.
All this money is from where life insurance from where my husband passed that I was sending. And like I said, I'm on disability in here. I was giving that money away, basically. I know I need to figure out where to go from here, where God wants me to be at. If Tyler is real, I'll be very happy. Very, very happy.
You got less than 1% chance. Like, it almost never ends up well, except for there was a guy on Catfish that I went to high school with, and the girl was looking for him. He was 100% the guy that he was supposed to be. His name was Derek. I went to school with that kid, and like, he was just really shy. He always was, and I guess he was scared to meet her. Exactly who he was in the photos, though. It's wild. I should react to that.
Be ecstatic.
Okay, Seekers, we had a lot of work to do. We pulled all of the information on Tyler first. This was the man she was interested in the most and was still actively sending money to. We had to make sure Debra understood there was no way this guy was telling the truth about who he really was. Our team uses all the tools on our website, socialcatfish.com, to investigate all the cases on our YouTube channel. And they're available to you too. Just click the link in our bio or click this YouTube card.
I mean, I get the older generation don't get it, but you can just reverse image search things and pretty much figure out who's who. But she's a little older, she probably didn't know.
A few days later, we found out two things that were pretty frustrating. Tyler wasn't the only man Debra was in contact with. She was also communicating with another man she met on a dating app named Frank. Unfortunately, we also found out she was sending money to him too.
Bro.
He had all my information. My social, everything.
What are you smoking, lady? And where can I get some? Because that shit's got to be killer to give these men your social and your disability check. You got to be living check to check. And you're sending it to random dudes you're meeting on dating apps? Now I don't feel bad for her. Now she's just out of her friggin' gourd.
My social, my birthday. Last year, I had to contact the IRS because someone tried to use my identification to get money through the IRS. I would get calls like from Amazon or somewhere like that, where somebody's.
I get emails all the time. Somebody tried to buy an iPhone. Somebody tried to do this. It's all fake. I never respond to that stuff. But you gave somebody all your information. You're lucky they didn't get your damn stimmy.
Ordering stuff using my name. And mostly it's computers that they're ordering.
After some reverse image searching, we were able to find out who the real men in all of these photos were. So we set up another call with Debra to go over everything we had found. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so much. Stick around until the end. We'll break the news we found out to Debra.
We took the images that you had sent us, ran them through our reverse image search.
Alright, tell me who Deputy Dangle here is. That's actually what I've been calling myself for the last week, because I think my haircut makes me look like a cop now.
And what we had found was Tyler is really Tyler.
And give her clarity on all 3 of the men she met online.
I think what we need to do now is just jump right into who Tyler is.
It's actually him? What?
So what are conversations with you and Tyler like right now? What are you guys talking about?
Well, he
Send me
don't
money.
get to talk much because he's supposed to be at training. So we'll talk a little bit in the morning before he goes to training. And then sometimes he'll sneak a text in, but most of the time his break is like 5 o'clock.
Probably when they wake. I don't know. What's the time difference in India or Lagos, Nigeria? Most of these romance scammers are based out of there.
Not unless he's really busy. And then I may not hear from him again till tomorrow. So it's not like we can get into a long conversation about, ourselves.
Well, I think we should get into the information that we researched. Let's start with the wire transfers. I just want to start it off by asking you how well you know Frances.
I don't know her at all. Supposed to be the caregiver for his 2 twin daughters.
And so you haven't ever reached out to her to confirm she is indeed the caregiver?
Yeah, I've even told her that I believe that she was in on it with him.
She's just a money mule. She's getting the money. She's sending it over there in Bitcoin or whatever. Friggin' schmeckles, gift cards.
And she told me I was evil for thinking that.
And where'd you talk to her?
That was on text because I never talked to her over the phone.
So we looked at the address for Frances, and what we had found was Frances is not the owner for the property that was stated on the wire transfer, and the current owner of.
That's a nice house, though. You ain't getting nothing that big in Maryland. Well, no, you probably could get something that big. It probably wouldn't be that nice. Maryland's expensive. Where are they at? I forget where they are.
That property has owned the property for the last year.
Oh, I didn't know there was an address on there.
Yes, there is. Back to you mentioning Frances was the caregiver of his 2 children.
She was supposed to have been caring for his 2 twin daughters, yes.
Every paycheck Debra received from work, she took a portion out of it and sends it to Jason's babysitter, Frances. Jason claimed after she sent the money to Frances, she would forward it to him.
I also wanted to touch on, you did send us a Bitcoin wallet.
Yes. Now that's.
Right. If you say the word Bitcoin to me, I'm going to know straight up it's a scam. I don't even own any Bitcoin. I had a buddy that was into that stuff like early when it was like dollars. He died. So he never got it. He's probably got like thousands of Bitcoins just chilling somewhere.
Tyler's.
The wallet you had sent us had led us directly to a wallet belonging to the NairaX exchange. So we suggest that you contact this exchange with the graph that we had created for you to let them know that the funds were sent to this scam account. And through KYC laws, you're requesting to access the owner information for that wallet.
All financial institutions must abide by Know Your Customer laws. This includes all these Bitcoin exchanges. Debra can potentially see recourse by having law enforcement audit these Bitcoin wallets.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Maybe they could figure out where Logan Paul's scam stuff went. Them people got ripped off on that crypto zoo crap. That's wild.
Sent money to.
You seem very aware of what's going on. You even reached out to the FBI. You came to us for answers, but you already know what you're going to get back from us, right?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking it, yes.
I think what we need to do now is just jump right into who Tyler is.
Oh, Deputy Dangle.
We took the images that you had sent us, ran them through our reverse image search, and what we had found was Tyler is really Tyler.
Tyler is Tyler.
But his real full name is Tyler. He's a recruiter at Iowa Army National Guard.
Oh my God.
So the person you're talking to, claiming to be Tyler Temmie, this is not a real account. This is not a real person.
Stole his image, says he's in training because he saw the guy was a recruiter. It's just sad, man. Why do people do crap like that? I mean, I get it's easy money, but you gotta feel like some kind of scum at the end of the day if you're doing that to like old ladies.
Oh, okay. I got you. But his real name is Tyler.
But his real name is Tyler. I just thought
She
I would
was happy
explain
for
that
a
to
second.
you because we're going to share with you his social media accounts, and you'll notice that they are both indeed Tyler, different last name.
We not only were able to figure out who the real Tyler was, we also found out that Jason was not who he claimed to be either. The real man in these photos is a man by the name of John. And the third man that Debra was in contact with that said his name was Frank was lying about his identity too.
No way. Oh my God. I am so shocked. Frank the financial tank isn't a real guy.
The real man in these images is a man by the name of James. All three of these men have their own lives and are completely innocent. Their photos and likeness were stolen to dupe Debra out of money.
I'm not saying it, but I'm trying to be strong here. My kids, they get on to me all the time. Mom, you need to quit talking to all these. I'm going to get scammed again.
I think she just fell in love with the thought of being in love. And that was the problem, right? She's putting herself out there, meeting all these new people, and she's like, oh, it's going to go well this time. It usually doesn't.
But Debra, you're not a stupid person. Like, you know, I just think you're lonely and, you know, you're
Exactly.
seeking attention, but these people that you're seeking attention from don't exist. They're just here to just suck you dry and take all of
That's
your
what
money.
she said.
There's other ways that you can get attention. You can go and, you know, pay someone to talk to you. At least they're real. He's using fake photos. He's using a fake name. And you know that this is all a bunch of baloney.
Yeah.
And since you
I mean, deep down she's got to know, but the thought of being alone is probably more scary than the thought of being scammed. You know, I think if I had to psychoanalyze her, I'm going to bet that that's what's going on.
had already been scammed by Jason, your name's now on a list. So you're being targeted by scammers.
Yeah, I kind of figured that too.
Easy money.
We have some suggestions for moving forward. You know, you had mentioned that you had shared your social security, driver's license. That personal information has been exposed to these scammers. And so we highly suggest that you do not send anyone your personal information.
I can't believe that anybody would be dumb enough to do that. Like, I was super dumb for years. I carried my social security card in my wallet. And then I was like, you know what? That's probably pretty dumb. And I took it out.
Moving forward, especially someone you have never met in person, face to face. And so what we suggest you do is freeze your credit. You need to close all accounts that this person may have had access to, and then file both a police report and an FBI report.
I mean,
You want to
ASAP.
do the same process that you've done in the past with Jason. You need to do it with Frank and also with Tyler.
Aw. I mean, what kind of a pitiful man do you have to be to do this? to a widow, like a woman that's what is it called, a widower, widowed woman, whatever it's called, who is like absolutely at the lowest point she's probably been in a long time. She just watched her husband fade away. She was with 41 years. And you're going to sit here and steal money from this woman who's on disability? Like scum of the earth type stuff.
Well, I appreciate y'all doing this.
Debra, I also want to let you know we're here for you. We've got your back. We'll do whatever it takes to help you out. You know, moving forward, if you ever want to get back out there and you want to talk to someone, come to us. We'll run some free searches for you. We'll verify, hopefully give you some peace of mind.
Okay.
You know, Debra, one thing that I do want to tell you is I feel like there's somebody out there for you that's real. But like I said, you have to do better for yourself.
I mean, there is. It might even be the ShamWow guy, but be careful. That man puts hands on hookers. I heard that.
Spending money to get a guy to talk to you is not a real relationship. It's not a real way to grow a relationship either. I'd probably take a break from the internet for a little while, and maybe find some people at your church to talk to you.
Yeah.
I would block
in real
all
life
of them.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, we wish you the best, and just be vigilant, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Debra will block Jason, Frank, and Tyler. She's taking a break from dating online to spend more time with her grandchildren.
I mean, that's probably for the best, honestly. But like I said, the thought of being alone was scarier to her than the thought of being scammed. So I understand why she did what she did, but your Social Security? Like, come on, lady. The men are wrong for that. You're just dumb for what you did. You'd never do something like that. Ever. I don't care if you think they're going to buy you a damn Rolls Royce. Don't do it.
The road to repairing her credit and getting recourse through this scam will be a long road, but we've provided all the tools and education to help her with the process. Thank you everyone for tuning.
I guess that's it for that one. Poor Debra fell into the trap. I guess she made a lot of bad choices back to back. I don't think she's a bad person for it. I just think she was in a moment of weakness and somebody took advantage of it, which sadly happens every day, all day to tons of people. But this is fun. I like watching Scamfish, but I'm going to work on some of the longer videos tomorrow. I just didn't have time to do that today, so I think I'm going to work on those tomorrow all day. But alright guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Peace!